Today we're going to be taking a look at what's one of the most controversial topics in the Balisong community. Of course, this is about clones. Before we start, a quick disclaimer. I am not advocating for clones in this video. This is simply a presentation of my ideas and opinions on this subject. When possible, one should always support the original knife designers, creators, and manufacturers. Also, I have a few tutorials and a Squid Industries maker review coming soon, so if you want to see those, make sure to like and subscribe. Now, onto the video. When it comes to Balisong clones, there is a huge market for these. Amazon itself contains many cheap Balisong clones. The same goes for websites like AliExpress, Wish, and even eBay. These clones can range from weird Mako Tachyon mashups to almost perfect replicas of Squid Industries or Blade Runner Systems knives. Of course, the majority of these cheaper knives are going to be terrible quality. The majority of cheap clones on Amazon turn into Balicopters within just the first few days of heavy flipping. However, on the higher end of the spectrum, you actually get some decent quality knives. Please note, I do not own any of these higher priced clones. Now, to address the pressing question at hand, is owning clones okay? Simple answer, mostly not. Long answer, well, it really depends on the clone. In my opinion, clones that are based off of knives from companies that make lots of money or have almost no attachment to the Balisong community aren't that big of a deal. A good example of this is the Benchmade 4X series. Benchmade introduced the 4X series in 1993 by releasing the 45 and the 48, and the 44 soon followed in 1994. The 42 was released in 2000, with the rest of the 4X knives following closely after. However, the 42, along with its 4X series companions, was discontinued in 2010. As you might expect, the community was incredibly displeased, as the 4X series was a fan favorite. In the words of Will Hirsch,
Benchmade could absolutely re-release the 4X series anytime they wanted to, because there are so many individual people making channel-designed titanium Balisongs that the giant company Benchmade could definitely do it, but they
won't. They never will, and I don't
give a shit anymore.
Essentially, Benchmade could re-release the 4X series whenever they wanted to, and it would be incredibly well received by the Balisong community. However, they simply won't, despite how much profit they could easily make off of these knives. In this scenario, owning a clone of a Benchmade 4X knife really isn't that big of a deal. However, let's take a look at a scenario in which owning a clone is an issue. For example, one of my favorite companies, Squid Industries, makes all of their knives very high quality, and they have a great connection with the Balisong community. Due to their relatively recent popularity increase, a lot of Squid Industries clones have begun to pop up. In this scenario, because Squid Industries has such a close connection to the Balisong community, and they release all of their knives still, owning a clone of a Squid Industries knife is entirely unacceptable. You are essentially taking money away from a great company that makes really high quality knives and supports the Balisong community more than almost anyone else. This goes doubly for either custom-made knives or small batch knives such as the Sphinx Gale. I will admit that clones do get a lot of beginners into the Balisong flipping community. I myself accidentally purchased a really bad Alpha Beast clone off of Amazon for one of my first Balisongs. I also wound up purchasing an ELB Mamba clone on accident without knowing it was a clone. In fact, I'd be willing to bet that the majority of people that own that knife don't even know that it's a clone. In scenarios like this, the fact they bought a clone is entirely unbeknownst to them. They go on Amazon, they see a cool knife, they buy it, and boom, it's a clone. A lot of beginners get a lot of hate for posting pictures of these clones, although they don't deserve it because they were unaware. However, in the case of more experienced, knowledgeable flippers, owning a clone such as a Chab clone or a Squid Industries clone is entirely not okay. These flippers are entirely aware that they're buying a clone, and they're taking money away from companies that could really use their business. At the end of the day, these are just my opinions. This is an entirely subjective topic, so I'd love to hear what you guys think down below in the comments section. I have a couple of tutorials coming soon, along with a Squid Industries maker review, so if you want to see those, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, I set up a public Discord. The invite link to that will be down below. You can join there if you would like to be notified of new video alerts, or if you would just like to chat with me and the other community members. Sorry for the shorter video today. This isn't really a very saturated topic, so I figured just putting out my opinions and letting the community debate this would be the best move. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.